And roll tide, everybody. Welcome back to Tike Sports. Welcome back to Tike Sports. It's over. They finally sold it up. The portal is closed for the moment. Now we can begin analyzing where we are. Where did we win? Where did we lose? It's closed and it's open twice. I just don't understand why is it open twice. Whoever the NCAA college football president is, whoever you are, athletic director, y'all got to get together on this thing. But where is the University of Alabama right now? The portal opened on December 2nd, closed on January 2nd, opened on December 4th, closed on January 2nd. Then Nick Saban retired, so they get 30 whole days to leave, and people went away. And then it opened again on April the 16th through the 30th. And all in all, we lost some key players. Like Caleb Downs, he had to go. I mean, you got to go get that money, Sonny. I hope he leave again, get some more money. Isaiah Bonds, we'll never forget the good times. Roydale Williams was my battering ram. I was looking forward to him just busting through the line this year. Nye Black at tight end, kind of a slender tight end, but Seth McLaughlin, I'm gonna miss him, and y'all gonna miss him too. As soon as y'all figure out how hard it is to get somebody to play center in the SEC for a whole year effectively, or more than effectively, you're gonna miss him too. I'm sure there's some other ones. Most of the people left hardly ever played. A lot of people were redshirt freshmen. Thought they was gonna start, blah. But those people right there, they really. But where are we? We had some subtractions, but there are some additions as well. They had my focus here. I will always watch the incoming portal people because you're looking at getting people with experience. I like that. Just like I like JUCO players. You got experience? I like it. I got some notes. I know he just extended an offer to a defensive lineman at ECU. I don't know if he's accepted or not, but everybody want him. I want him too. I like people that, people that have played amongst grown people. Could care less. I would love having the freshman class. You got to have your recruiting classes. But I don't care what you did around a bunch of 17-year-old people. A lot of them folks' parents put them out there. Guys doing it for chicks. My son was playing football for a little while just so he could stay in shape. I'm like, you ever heard of calisthenics? It's free. I ain't got to pay $500 for you to go get in shape. Come on, bro. But where were our big needs this year? We need everybody. Get Milrow out of there. No. But you never know. You got to have a good backup. But the biggest needs were, to me, the offensive line. All the positions are basically open because they lost 2 tackles and the center. And I'm not even sure. So basically, you probably got to move one of the guards to tackle. So that's probably what they was getting them ready for. So basically, the whole line is open. And my man Kool-Aid gone, Arnold gone, Caleb Downs gone. Hey, we don't even have a backfield. Plus, we lost some other DBs who was rotating in and out. So we need DBs. Off the top of my head, receivers is a sore spot because we had Burden, then we had Bond, now you have neither, and so now Black's gone, so receivers are a sore spot. So right off the bat, we got a guy, Cam Howard, coming over from Charlotte. I like him for this reason. I think he was a 3-star. I'm hoping he got a chip on his shoulder. Because out of everybody on this list I'm about to go through, I think this guy probably is like, man, I should have been D1 anyway. Well, now you get a chance to prove it, Mr. Howard. He did well, 38 tackles, 2 interceptions at Charlotte. I actually think I may have seen him play with the University of Charlotte or whatever. Next, we lost the greatest kicker in the history of lining up a kick. Reichert is out of there. But we go out and get the Luke Rosa Award winner, Graham Nicholson. The thing, I like that. Hopefully he keeps it going. Maybe he needs to prove himself. But he got 1 year to do it, I think. and maybe 2 if he does the graduate year. But he was at Miami of Ohio, and I'm sorry. I spoke in front of my largest class I think I ever spoke in front of was maybe 65 people in my graduate program. And then I actually sung a song in church with about 150 people in attendance. I couldn't even sing "Mary Had a Little Lamb" at a Alabama football game. No, 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 that would be quite difficult for me. So I worry about him stepping up. Oh, then we got Shaky Baby. Shaky Baby. Caden Proctor, the flip flopper. I understand the man was having some problems at Alabama. He likes being in Iowa. Not that much as he came back. They had a whole bunch of rumors about something that happened around coming back for the national championship game, his injury. He just wasn't feeling it. But Proctor, the flip flopper, is back, and we do need offensive linemen. Maybe they can stick him on the inside until he matures. To say that he is not going to play, I can see why Saban is mad, but he ain't the coach. DeBoer, I've heard he's more forgiving person. He's more of like he's more like your uncle, whereas Saban is like the brutish father patriarch that runs everything. They said DeBoer is kind of like your uncle, not your drunk uncle with the plate in his head. No, no, no. Good uncle. It's always, there, reliable advice, sage advice, wisdom, always encouraging and believing in you. So I can see how he could let Proctor back out there. Who's texting me? Anyway, Josh Thivos comes from Washington. Well, Josh is a tight end from Washington, so he know the program. And that's about what I can say for everybody else is out there. We got a couple of guys from Washington. Is it Jeremy Bernard? He's this is his second transfer. He was a receiver. This is his second transfer. He was at Michigan State for a year, then he went to Washington. Maybe he was going to go into his own. I don't know if he was a starter, but I do think he was a third or fourth option out there. So it's good to have people in the program that know what's going on already. So that's 2 from Washington. I think there's another, but let me continue on here. Keon Saab, whooped our butt. He had 5 starts. He's going to be a junior coming in from Michigan. 2024 national champion, Michigan Wolverines. So at least he knows what it takes. I hope he knows what it takes at Alabama as well. But I like the fact that he has some experience coming in. You got Parker. Is this Brailsford?
What are you talking about?
How about that? Inside offensive lineman, great experience. Oh, also coming in from Washington. And that Washington won the award for having the best offensive line in college football. So that means he's a team player. Got to have a solid team. So I can see how this guy, if he's an interior lineman, he could end up probably being the starter at center. Got to have a leader at that center position. Don't think they would want to put him, since he already knows the system and the position is kind of open. And I think we got a lot of returning freshmen that are competing for the offensive line spot. So maybe this guy is what's going to kind of glue it together to help the coaches put it in their system. Austin Mack. He's unproven. He was a redshirt freshman quarterback, but he is a 4-star quarterback. But check this out. He was going to Washington. Dude is 6'6", 26 pounds. That's a big boy. And from what I saw, he got some wheels on him. So, Jalen's had his struggles throwing the ball. And I just don't know what DeBoer have recruited Jalen for his system. He's going to let him play in it now, of course. And I think Jalen's made a lot of improvements over the last year. And they say he's making even more improvements. But this guy is who DeBoer went out and found. And he brought him over here. Got to have competition back there. But like I said, he is coming to us through the portal, but he's unproven on the college level. But he, I'm looking forward to see what he can do in the future. Then we got Naquil Betron. He was supposed to come to Alabama, or he could have come to Alabama. He didn't play at Texas A&M. Got a lot of potential, all out of yin yang. He was a 3-star, but he got size. He's like a 6'6", 300-pound guy. Hopefully, that tackle position they're up for grab. There's 2 tackle positions up for grab. I'm not sure if this guy is going to be the guy that takes it over, but we'll see. He's on the potential end. Damani Jackson, USC, 5-star out of USC. He can ball. I'm not saying he's going to make us forget about anybody, but this boy can ball. I saw that mess they had out there at University of Southern California. They need to change the name from the Trojans to the Trappers, because they don't look like no Trojans that I'm familiar with from the past. But he could play. They got some players out there. It's just they piecing it together. May they never come together and be a synergistic force in college football, which they were before. Reggie Bush and with them guys. I don't see none of that at USC. Let it all be at the University of Alabama. Boo, USC. And you got a 5-star LT Overton, defensive lineman, kind of an edge guy. He's limited on experience, but everybody's all crazy about him. But he's limited on experience, folks. He don't have all the experience that we need. I can't say I'm going to put LT Overton in the game and he's going to change the game. When I see it and I applaud it. I'll roll tide it. But, we got some people in here. I'm really looking at this Cam Howard. He got in the portal early, came over early, and like he ready to ball. I think he got a chip on his shoulder. I think he's the guy that he's going to shut down one of them sides over there. Not because of just pure skill, through hard work. That's why I want him to have a chip on his shoulder. I want him. I hope he's out there showing that I gotta work. I gotta work to prove what I'm worth and to show these people I need to be on the field at all times. Whether it's a nickel or whether a third free safety, I want this boy out here balling. I think he is going to be the one that makes this transfer class very relevant. So that's all I want to review for right now. I can talk a mile a minute for 24 hours straight. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to make it a little more comfortable for you guys. Okay? And I'm going to cut it off right there. And always remember, roll, tide, roll.